Hi, at the time of recording this, I was Master Builder Sapphire. Current missions for this video: find a walking stick and see what information the universe wants to share today. Stop. Wait. It has come to my attention you might be wondering a few things. Number 1, who is this chick in the woods all by herself? And number 2, what am I doing with this stick? Okay, number 1, who am I? I am a very fractured soul that is in real time structuring my soul back to wholeness. Why? Well, first, to ascend off this planet, of course. And second, to become what I'm told is a soul structuring specialist. Am I currently a specialist? No. Will I be? I have no idea. But I have been guided to do this and to share my experience. So here it goes. Take my content as you wish. If you are guided to use my tips I provide, great. If not, that's cool too. Just watch me do weird new age shit in the woods by myself. Question number 2. What am I doing with this stick? Testing durability, of course. This is the only surefire way to see if you have a good stick. Watch and see. Oh, special note, this is the weird shit I was talking about. Now that mission number 1 is completed, we can continue with whatever I was doing at the river. Now, what is happening here? Yes, I was gonna see what In the Wild Wednesday had in store for me with a little card pull. Guiding Light card. Clarity, divine guidance, and inner illumination is what stands out to me when I see this card. This should be very exciting. Let's watch and see. Oh, look what we found. A gate. Sometimes when trees stand together, parallel to each other with a little gap between, it creates like a gate effect, it looks like. And so let's explore this gate and see what's going on. Blue Tiger Eye. Let's see, what does it mean? Brain hemisphere integration. That's interesting. Merges with the earth energy and sun, drawing in spiritual energy. Okay. And then anchors in change in the body. Ooh, well, this is going to be a very good gate indeed. Alright, and the next order of business in tree formation protocol is to draw a card. And I'm going to be using a deck I created a few years ago, the Path to Solar Feminine, and I am revising this deck right now. So let's see what card we draw. Celestial Nurturance card. This is a good one, offering divine support to navigate struggles. Well, everybody needs that. And the last thing we do in tree formation protocol is to draw runes. And I'm going to be using my husband's technique, which is a north, south, east, west, and middle power rune kind of formation. So when I draw runes, I like to create a command with the runes. I find it more helpful to activate the bind rune that I create out of them. So here's the command. Bridging Dragon Realms to understand cosmic knowledge and develop magical abilities between different realms. Movement into inner worlds to learn wisdom, half black, half white, sage the goddess, shaman journey of transformation. Rebirth consciousness Sapphire to increase magical powers and intuitive abilities, communicate with divine within. Lady Light Dark revitalize spirit, empowerment, concealing, protecting, and understanding forces of transitioning magical skills. Sacred Union in accordance to natural laws. Learn how polarities work together to make whole. Okay, so I think right now is a good time to explain soul fragmentation, since this command directly lists 2 of my fragments and is calling to merge them so that I understand the polarities of light and dark within. Alright, so what is soul fragmentation? A soul fragment is a piece of the soul that has been separated from the whole soul. This happens due to pain, trauma, abuse. Anything extreme, it's going to happen. When the soul cannot take the abuse, it fragments off into pieces that hold the memory and emotions of the experience. Okay, here we are at the Black Heart location. And gonna figure out why I was called here, because my original mission was to come up in the woods, and I was gonna go where we went camping last time, because there's been a lot of spiritual movement. But there's a landslide, so we're not going that way because the road's blocked. Let's see what kind of stone this location has changed into. So I got my crystal cards here. Certain aspects like to use these to communicate. This one is jumping out, which again is a blue tiger eye, but it has a friend with it. Smoky quartz. So the blue tiger eye we already went over at the river. It's interesting that's coming up again, so it's very important. But the smoky quartz anchors in energetic energies that are scattered and stabilizes chaotic energy, filters out negativity, absorbs and transmutes it, and then it offers some security. So this is just like a security card anchoring in our space. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And this is just going to be fly by the seat of your pants kind of reading, which is kind of how I like to do them anyway, because it just gives you more information. It keeps the doors open for flow, you know? So let's see if anything jumps out about this dark female aspects. What have they transformed into is what we're looking for. Sacred symbols reversed. So, what about these sacred symbols are reversed? I wonder. Divine feminine empowerment. So yeah, the Black Heart is the reversal of divine feminine, so that makes sense. So what else should we know about these Black Heart pieces? Is there anything else we should know, really? Phantom lessons reversed. So we still have some lessons to learn in the Phantom. Writing little notes so I can keep track of this. When I put it all together, then I'll be able to see it clearer, I guess. Is there anything else that we need to know about these parts? Oh, this one's going straight up. Let's see, 2 of them. Shadow rebirth, and then the reversal of the solar blessings. So the shadow is being reborn. And the solar blessings are reversed still. Okay, it's story time, so hang in there. There's a lot of backstory that's going to be important. The shadow that was reborn was Sage the Goddess, who was a dark aspect tied to the Black Heart ring. I found this ring at this location a few years ago. Shortly after finding this ring, my path took a dark turn. The dark female took over, and I did things I, being a more solar aspect, could never do. Of course, at this time, I had no clue I had different aspects of me playing in reality. This dark turn lasted a few months until my husband said something to me that snapped me out of it. What followed was months of slowly falling into burnout stage. At the lowest point, I had migraines daily and was only out of bed to go to work and to do what I absolutely had to, like help the kids with school and eat sometimes. My husband took on a lot of responsibilities around the house, which I'm forever thankful for. I literally thought I was going to die. I thought these migraines were cancer, just like my mom had, and I was no longer going to be here for my kids. And so my kids saved me once again from myself, like they always have done. I didn't want to do that to them. I didn't want to leave them. So one day I decided, instead of falling and giving up, I was going to get myself better. I didn't know how, but I was going to. So I started forcing myself to stay out of bed longer and longer. No matter how bad the migraine was, stay out of bed. And then I started going to the store with my husband to slowly integrate back into reality. And eventually, this healing led to the realization that I have different aspects of me, which freaked me the fuck out. I thought I was losing my mind. So, of course, then I got into therapy. And therapist after therapist, and really working hard on my inner healing, I found one that was spiritually knowledgeable. And she helped me see everything so much clearer, and that I was not crazy, and that certain things happened to me when I was little that split me, and eventually this led me back to my spiritual self and realizing soul fragmentation, and that this happens on different levels, as above, so below. And so when I say I'm very fragmented, I'm very fragmented from things that I don't remember happened, and I really don't want to remember. This has been on the fritz today, or this week, so we'll see what happens. Is my pendulum working? The sacred symbols reversal, part of negative symbols. Oh, it says yeah. And that was blocking divine empowerment. So then the phantom lessons were reversed then. No. So there's still more lessons to learn in the Phantom. Okay, so there's still more lessons to learn in the Phantom from this. And Shadow Rebirth. More shadow aspects will be born. It's one of these shadow aspects fronting. A new one that's not documented. Okay, so we have a new one, a new shadow aspect. Interesting. Okay, so let's put some of this away because the wind is picking up. This card, I picked up the cards and there was still stacks sitting there, and this one was on top. Okay, Lodolite is a quartz, good for shaman dream work and deep transformation, emotional healing, bridging gap between physical and spiritual, unlocking inner wisdom, a tool for programming reality, portal to higher realms, and uncovering hidden truth. Okay, so in this book I have readings, and I have certain readings I do in certain orders when I find aspects or are working with them. Reading number 1, Entity Contact. That is the very first one. This gives me a general idea of what I am working with. So, number 1, Nature of Entity. I think this is number 30. I started numbering them because to get their names, like I said, sometimes they just come out, want to be recognized, and then fused. So, I don't always give a name. Anyway, number 30. Nature of number 30. Whoa. Okay. So, this one And then the other one that jumped out, Phantom Lessons reversed again. So those are very important to this entity. Number 2 is method of communication. So method of communication for entity 30 is what? Shadow dance. Shadow dance, embracing the movement of shadow aspects across timelines. Dive into timelines and explore. Which number 30 is what? Okay. Phantom Healing reversed and Shadow Alchemy straight up. Phantom Healing reversed. Intended healing is not fully manifested. And Shadow Alchemy, awareness and acceptance, illumination, integration, transformation, healing, and empowerment. So the impact of the message for number 30 about Phantom Healing being reversed, and then Shadow Alchemy. Shadow Alchemy is the power of the shadow. Whoa. The art of letting go, which is identity intertwined with existence, ego attachment, liberation from ego stories, and awakening to this possibility. Guiding light again, which is just guiding us. Serene tranquility, nature connection, self-care, breathwork. That's what we're doing here. Shadow archetype, excessive expression of archetypes that are of a dark feminine nature. And then astral dreams, information in dream time, which the next day I actually did remember a dream, and I don't normally, so that is important. What is number 30's mission? Cleansing Fire card. Neutralizing holographic inserts and energy hijacking, which is important because a couple of days later I figured out that I am allowing my empathy to be hijacked by others. I'm empathizing with others more than myself, which means that I betray myself. I'm constantly picking other people's side and not picking my side, not standing up for myself, not setting boundaries, always allowing others to violate my boundaries because I empathize with how they feel, but I'm not empathizing with how I feel. So that was important. Crystal Healing Waters reversed is tapping into the subconscious, into the crystalline wisdom. Needed to clear space and all natural flow of emotions to return to life. So that's speaking about the empathy hijack. So I need to return to my own emotions and put myself first, standing in my own shoes instead of other people's shoes. And that is what this aspect is going to teach me, and has been, now that it's been almost a week later. Well, here we are at the end of this Into the Wild Wednesday. Thank you for watching. More videos are coming, so like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love to you all.